Take ho! Ho say ah. How are you feeling? That's not good enough. How are you feeling? That's better. Good evening, dear residents of Bukit Batok and all friends here. 9 months ago, in September 2015, at the last general elections, former PAP MP Mr. David Ong announced that Jurong Town Council has set aside a $24 million plan for NRP, RNR, and maintenance work for Bukit Batok in their 5-year master plans. And only recently, 9 months later, candidate Murali, who is contesting in this very Bukit Batok SMC, offered only $1.9 million for the project if elected. Whatever happened to the other $22 million in the 5 years master plan? This master plan was quoted by the former MP of Bukit Batok at last year's general elections as launched 5-year master plan. And I repeat, launched. It's past tense. And why all of a sudden it dropped to a $1.9 million project? Was he bargaining with you? Or was he shortchanging you? Or was it just clearly an overpromise on their side in their desperate quest to get elected and that they undelivered the whole plan? Then, PAP candidate Murali even went on to say that if he does not get elected, and I quote, "We will only have the mandate to carry on if we are returned at the next by-election. If we do not have the mandate, then we won't have the ability to carry on because we will not form the town council." And that was the rule, he said, right? And I unquote. Wow. Was he threatening you? Was he threatening you? Seriously? Was he threatening you? He thinks we are still in the era of 60s and 70s. With all due respect, Mr. Murali, we are living in the internet age. We are now smarter. We have information readily available online. Who is he kidding? But after much pressure from SDP's Dr. Chi Soon Juan and the SDP, he finally agreed that the NRP, RNI upgrading works still continue no matter who gets elected. Residents, you must not let fear haunt you. The current upgrading works in your unit will still and must complete. Future units that will be upgraded in the nearest future will still get it. Because you, and all of you are entitled for it. Former Bukit Batok PAP MP also mentioned that we, the alternative parties, were always playing the game of big government entitlement. But here we saw Mr. Murali, who promises big government entitlement to the residents of Bukit Batok. Was the former MP referring to his own party colleagues? Or was it just their boring old school tactics of getting voted in by offering you to take the carrot? Or nothing at all. Take it or leave it, so they say. That's a sign of authority and power over you, even before you can elect him to chair your town council and even to work for you. And not only he gets to run your town council, he will be sent to parliament, and who knows, being a high-profile lawyer and busy with his profession, he might not even be able to make it to the already more than half-empty parliament. Now, allow me to recommend you someone of good caliber, someone who can rock the parliament with thunderous voice, raise questions that the PAP themselves would never ask in parliament. He is none other than SDP's chief, Dr. Chi Soon Juan. Well, I have known him personally. I have known him personally for 10 years. I have been to his humble flat in central part of Singapore with my wife and 3 children. We played guitars together, shared tips on how to raise children, and apart from my family, he also inspired me to live by principles and integrity. Given his educational background and profile, a qualified neurologist, he could just leave Singapore politics behind him and build a new life with his family overseas. He could lead and give his family a very comfortable life out of Singapore, living in spacious home, driving fancy cars, dining in fancy restaurants, maybe playing golf with his peers. But no, he refused all that for one reason. That is to stand up for each and every oppressed Singaporean. He doesn't mind driving his old car or living in a small flat because he loves Singapore. If he is interested in making a quick big bucks, like it was reportedly mentioned, he can just wash his hands of Singapore politics and go back to where he first started, being a lecturer, not waiting for a chance to be elected for every 5 years. And when you elect him as your MP, you are electing someone who can be there for you on a daily basis. Someone who will commit to you full time and will even give half of the MP allowance to help the needy and the unfortunate. Now I'll just do a quick translation in bahasa. Salam buat semua di sini dan di rumah. Izinkan saya mengesyorkan anda kepada seseorang yang berkaliber, seseorang yang boleh menggegarkan parlimen dengan suara gemuruhnya, dengan soalan-soalan yang PAP sendiri tidak akan pernah dan tidak mungkin menanyakan di parlimen. Dia adalah Ketua SDP Dr. Chee Soon Juan. Saya telah mengenali Dr. Chee Soon Juan selama 10 tahun. Saya telah pergi ke rumahnya di sekitar kawasan pertengahan Singapura bersama ahli keluarga, kita bermain gitar dan juga kita berkongsi tips bagaimana untuk membesarkan anak-anak yang kecil. Jadi recently baru-baru ni orang kata Dr. Chee Soon Juan hanya mahukan peluang untuk meraihkan gaji yang besar setelah elected sebagai MP. Tapi ini bukan. Kerana kalau dia sebenarnya mahukan wang yang besar, dia akan meninggalkan Singapura untuk membina hidup yang baru demi keluarganya. Jadi dengan ini saya ingin menyatakan kepada semua untuk terus menyokong niat suci, ikhlas dan murni Dr. Chee Soon Juan. Dear friends and residents of Bukit Batok, are you ready to go to the polling station and cast your votes confidently? Are you ready? Do you want an MP who cares for you? Who will stand by you? It is clear. Now is the time to have Dr. Chee Soon Juan as your MP. And now is the time to have Dr. Chee Soon Juan in Parliament. Now is the time to have Dr. Chee Soon Juan as your representative. And now is the time to vote SDP. Thank you very much.